There we go.
All right. On this big yawn. Welcome to Play Paper Popcorn. My name is yawning.
You didn't catch me.
It was close. It was close. Welcome to Play Paper Popcorn. I'm Mike.
I'm Diana.
I'm Eric.
We almost did
I'm
it right
still
that
confused.
time.
I'm so confused. It's been too long.
It's been a while, but we're back for Halloween. And today,
Guess who's back? Back again.
My
Shady's back.
boyfriend's back. And he's...
Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Mike. Mike's
Mike
back. Diana's back.
and Eric's back.
Kind of. My brain's not back, but I'm here. Hi.
We're going to do it anyways. So today we're going to talk about Halloween movies that we enjoyed as a kid, enjoy now as an adult, and maybe the worst one we've ever seen that we will not ever watch around Halloween. We already had a discussion in the other video about what counts or classifies as a Halloween movie. Some of these might be breaking the rules, some of these might not be, but we're going to discuss that during this video. Who wants to go first with their Halloween movie? Maybe when they were younger, what one did they love when they were young?
Not me.
So when I was young, and I don't know if we ever watched it at Halloween. I'm sure we did. Was the Spaced Invaders, where the Martians come down and it's on Halloween, so they end up kind of trick-or-treating, but they don't know what's happening, and this like lady thinks that you're just the cutest little alien costumes. And they're so funny, and the one's so sassy about everything, and it's just a great time.
It's been booby trapped,
and we're the boobies.
We watched it several times when we were kids.
All the time, yeah.
It was one of our go-to movies, and I haven't seen it since then, and I should really try and get my hands on that thing because we love that.
And I hope we enjoy it the same way we did when we were young, because yes, that was a fantastic movie. Surprising thought, though, about it being a Halloween movie, because when I was young and watched that movie, I never thought of it as if it was a Halloween movie. It never crossed my mind. Sure, there's a Halloween scene, but did you see the ratings on that movie? Because our minds are like, we love that movie. It was so funny. Do you know what the ratings are on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, I'm sure it's terrible.
What? Tell me what rating you think it is.
Out of what?
100%.
Like Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, 0 being completely garbage, 100 being amazing.
32.
I think it was like 8.
13.
8?
Oh, I was going to say 15.
13. I think it was around between 8 and 13. It was so low on the list. I was like, maybe I shouldn't watch that movie and just let it be nostalgic.
Yes.
Just because, seriously? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember the little guy in his like leather jacket singing, "Oh, give me a home." They were just the cutest little aliens.
But he changed the lyric, did he not?
Maybe. Probably.
Oh, give me a home. So anyways, even besides that, I love that character because he has the leather jacket and the glasses on. He was the cool guy. Yeah, I need to watch that movie again. So yeah, weird that it's a Halloween movie, but what a great movie it is.
Right.
I mean, it takes place on Halloween, so of course it's a Halloween, and it's aliens coming down, and...
I know we're not going to talk about this right now, but Die Hard does take place on Christmas. I'm just saying. Saying.
Stop talking about it, Eric. So, my childhood movie, aside from there's a ton that I really like, but one that I really, for some reason, enjoyed as a child was Casper. Right. And I also wouldn't classify that as a Halloween movie now. It just has a ghost. The uncles in that movie sold it for me.
You guys are disgusting, obnoxious creeps.
Thank you.
Right.
Bill Pullman.
Devon Sawa sold it for me.
I know, and Devon Sawa ruined it for me because I also had a crush on Christina Ricci, and he kissed her, and I was like, I want. No.
I wish I was dead.
I mean, I thought of it differently than that. Like, I wish I was Devon Sawa, but sure, dead. Whatever. At the age of 8. So yeah, I like that movie a lot for the uncles. I thought they were hilarious. It had a good story. Casper was a little bit of a sissy, but his caring, loving nature made it good.
Well, the uncles definitely speak to the small boy that's going to be watching it with all like the potty humor and
that's right.
Whatever. So yeah, of course you like that.
Well, and by sissy, you know, like he was whiny.
Yes.
He was like, it was like he was not a fully formed person when he died, so he was like it's a kid actor thing, I think. I don't know.
It is, but
It was bad.
It was kind of weird. Like, I don't want to go into digging on the movie too much, because we've all seen Casper. I'm sure everybody's seen it by now. It's a long movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Young people. It's a good movie. Casper's character needed to be that. His personality needed to be that way because he was a kid and his uncles did die and they were mean to him and held him down. But then he came out on top at the end, I guess, because he went on a dance with Christina Ricci. Like, he never really...
He was still dead, though.
Yeah, like, it never... he came out for a minute. He came out for a minute and got to enjoy something for a moment. And then they took it away, just like Onward.
Didn't they have, like, a... Yeah, I hate that. I hate that.
We'll get into that another time.
Okay.
Although, I just don't think Casper counts as a Halloween movie, but we'll...
There was a Halloween scene in it.
There's a Halloween party at the house. That's when he kisses her at a Halloween party.
It's all about Halloween. The whole thing's about he comes to life back on Halloween night.
Oh, you win then.
Nah. Halloween. Eric.
Also, I met Christina Ricci. She was very lovely.
And I was jealous.
I know you were.
I'm sure she was lovely.
That's funny.
Actually, Devin Sawa was there too. I didn't stand in his line and wait for him, but he was there too.
That's weird. You should be like, you
was this at like a Comic-Con thing?
It was, yeah. It was Horror Hound.
Cool. So favorite kids movie. I have two that I'm gonna mention, and then one that we'll talk about because I don't think it actually applies as a Halloween movie, but it was still always on TV on Halloween. So when I was a kid, I used to watch Nightmare Before Christmas and Halloween Town every single year.
Oddly enough, I don't know Halloween Town.
You don't know Halloween Town?
I
was
might
like
know to watch it, but that's...
No, I don't.
Yeah, it was like there was this like city and the human world and the monster world were separated, and the mom and the kids lived in the human world, and then her grandma came to visit and took them back to the monster world, and they were witches.
Well, looks like you got your eye on our Windsweeper 5000.
Is that a good one?
And then everybody started getting like mind controlled by somebody and put in a movie theater to like watch this like video that was hypnotizing them.
Weird. Is it a cartoon?
No, it's a live action,
really?
like made for TV Disney movie.
All right, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
And so you should watch it. It's on Disney Plus. But the one that I'm gonna say is Witches. Do you guys remember Witches?
Is it
with the where they get turned into mice?
Into mice?
I was
and the girl was like, Luke! Every time someone's name is Luke, I have to say that in my head. Every time.
Yeah.
See, that movie,
and that one I watched every Halloween, but it's not a Halloween movie.
Right. I was going to say, I don't know if it's so good though.
Yeah.
It's got like magic element and the witches, and so.
I'm going to let that
I don't think
slide.
it takes place. Yeah, because like
Definitely.
It was on TV every year. And Halloween for whatever reason, but it had nothing to do with Halloween.
It's witch oriented. It has that whole conversation of is
and
it
like
a Halloween?
evil witch oriented. So that's very Halloweeny.
When she turned into at the end, did she not turn into a
cat?
Rat or cat?
She turned into a cat.
It's like something. I remember something being super creepy about the end of that.
Oh yeah,
movie.
because she was all like pink. She kind of was like those naked cats, but with like
Really, I thought someone
all shiny and gross. And
was it like, a cat? I remember it being a very large pink rat, and she gets
I thought a rat too.
Stomped on.
Come on, get the mice!
Oh, I thought she.
And then she turns into like green, like smoke or something.
Right. Well, because she was trying to eat the children. That's why she was turning them into mice. That's why I thought she was a cat.
Why would that? I would turn them into.
I think it was like a large rat.
Why would you not turn them into pizza? If I have a special power and I want to eat something, I'm going to turn you into pizza.
That's a good point.
One, you can't run away. Two, you're delicious. At that point.
That's true. Much more delicious than I feel like raw mice would be.
I'll rewrite the movie. Don't worry, guys.
Now my son was talking about witches and saying they were coming out with a new one or a cartoon one or a show or something.
They're doing a remake of it. Yeah. A reboot
really?
or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they're doing a reboot of the witches. So it's very cool.
Really?
I'm excited for it. And I forget the actors are in it, but I was going to say what actors are in it. I don't remember.
Anyways. The original one wasn't it Angelica Houston?
Yes. She was the main witch, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
That was a good movie. But yeah, once again, not a Halloween movie.
But we'll
Good
let
choice,
it slide
though.
because it's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would just like to say I'm the youngest one that is in these videos. That's why they don't know what Halloween Town is. Everybody my age just watch Halloween Town. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying. It's that
It's
extra
because
couple
we're
years.
old.
No, it's because you aged out of the demographic.
Mm.
Diana, what's your
Yes.
favorite Halloween movie?
It's so hard because I haven't been into a lot of like the horror Halloween movies. I've seen a lot of things now, but I love Ernest Scared Stupid because it's
Oh, that's a
Ernest.
fantastic movie.
And
I forgot
when he
about
kisses that troll at the end, and he's all like
God.
slime, he does like his.
I'm so happy you did the face, T. I'm so happy.
Aloha, sayonara, El Rancho Grande. Your history, pal. You're Elvis.
And just like
That's-
just like the moment when the kids are like, I don't want to give too much. I'm sure everyone's seen it. It's past the point of spoilers, but like when they're the little like tree figures and they all start coming out, and then he's like, "Is his dog gonna come?" And then he does, and it's just such a happy moment at the end. And
I
It's so
actually
good.
remember the Christmas one more than that one for some reason. I
mm,
feel like I saw the Christmas one more than I saw the Halloween one played on TV or whatever at the time.
Ernest Goes to Jail. Yes, that one was played on Christmas a lot more. Ernest Goes to
Mhm.
Jail was my absolute favorite when he gets zapped in the electric chair. It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
one
one
was
was not for children.
But yet I watched it.
That was
It's
not a
way too
kids
young.
movie.
So good though. But to stay on topic, Diana, yes, that's a fantastic movie. Have you watched it in a while?
I have not watched it in a while, and I should bust out some Ernest.
But
I think
you-
the last one I saw was Ernest Goes to Camp, and that one just makes me cry every time. It's so good. But
Yeah, so good. Hey, Vern. My favorite Halloween movie, and again, this one doesn't classify in our Halloween movies, is Ghostbusters, the 1984 edition, the first one, the original, the best one.
Right.
Mhm.
Is that the Stay Puffs? That's Stay Puffs.
That's
right?
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man one. That movie had such subtly beautiful humor. It's
Yeah.
not today's humor. It was like the timing was perfect while they're in the elevator, and like just the whole movie had such good timing. The writers back then really knew how to write a good comedy movie.
I think we better split up.
Good idea.
Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
And the movie's not necessarily a comedy.
No. Well, it's like a dark comedy, even in the parts where it is funny.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
it's still kind of depressing. It's like because it's still funny
Totally.
when they're dealing with a scary ghost, but it's still a dead person.
Yeah.
Right.
And for 1984, I was quite happy with when I watched it again. I think I watched it again recently, within the last 6 months. You know, the CG is still decent in it. They did a really good
Because
job.
it was more of a composite kind of thing, like a practical effect, and then they like did it transparently actually on the film instead of with a computer.
That's right.
So it's like it's kind of like a cool, more realistic effect.
It's
than
kind of like
you.
the difference between using a puppet in Star Wars
Yeah.
and using CG. The puppet is so much more crisp and beautiful.
Yeah, the original trilogy looks worse than the earlier stuff.
Yeah.
Like the original trilogy looks better than the newer stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, and, like they had lots of like dark humor stuff where it was funny just the way I think it was because I think everybody involved in that movie was Saturday Night Live when Saturday Night Live was still good. Like, and it wasn't just Kate McKinnon being funny with a bunch of people that aren't funny. You know what I mean? So it was
you don't like Melissa McCarthy?
she's fine.
Kate McKinnon is the best. The other girl that
She's
was in
the
it, I
best.
can't
She-
remember her name, from Bridesmaids. She's good too.
She's fine.
She's
Like
alright.
Kate McKinnon like steals the show, right?
She-
It's like
for sure.
with back in the day
Right.
with Jim Belushi was like just like the standout, and then Chris Farley in the '90s was the standout. Like when you thought Saturday Night Live, you thought of Chris Farley, right? So it's
I
the same.
gotcha.
Like right now, it's like Kate McKinnon is like,
Mm.
But Bill
Right.
Murray wasn't Saturday Night Live.
wasn't he involved?
He might have hosted it, but I don't think he was in Saturday Night Live at all.
No. I
No.
thought he was. I
And
don't know.
even Egon and
Well, Harold Ramis was a writer for Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And,
I didn't know
and
that.
Dan Aykroyd was on there.
Yes, Dan Aykroyd was. So that's interesting that even with the new one, you can see even the evolution of Saturday Night Live between the 1984 Ghostbusters and the 2016 Ghostbusters, the evolution, because it's all about Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
So even that
Kinda
evolution of
weird.
where that show went, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting split.
Yeah. Eric.
Yeah.
Your favorite Halloween
Yes.
movie, sir?
My favorite Halloween movie, I think I'm gonna go with Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is definitely my favorite one. I haven't watched it yet. I'll probably watch it on Halloween.
You! I haven't lost my Dutch sisters, see?
But it's a good one.
And I know people who love it, and I own it because someone wanted to see it again, and so I just bought it so that I could have it and lend it to them. It was a bunch of years back, and it was his favorite Halloween movie too. And I think I've seen. I know I've seen it once, like way back in the day, but I don't remember it having much of an impact on me.
Right.
I don't remember it. And it's sad because
At all?
so many people, because so many people are like, man, that movie was great. Honestly, there was a movie that I remember even more than that one with witches, and it had, so it was a witch movie, and I think it was called, I don't know what it was called. But,
Witches of Eastwick?
Yeah, Witches of Eastwick, which had Jack Nicholson in it, correct?
Yeah, which is not a children's movie.
No, but that one I remember watching as a child, and not Hocus Pocus. So I'm broken. It's fine.
Don't get it mixed up with witches. Don't show your children thinking it's witches, but it's Witches of Eastwick.
Yeah, don't watch Witches of Eastwick. Not a kids movie.
So what about
Or
Hocus
The
Pocus?
Witch. Don't do that either.
What is it about Hocus Pocus that makes it your favorite?
I don't know. I just really like the characters. I'm not a huge fan of Sarah Jessica Parker on most things. Like, she kind of bugs me. There's something about her that bugs me. But she was fantastic in that movie. It was just that the witches were really good because they were ridiculously evil, like child-eating evil, but they were so goofy. And everybody else was playing it straight that they were scary. And they kind of were because they were trying to, like, murder children. But, it's still, like, they're just silly. It's got the one loud woman from that was in Sister Act.
I was gonna say I love her.
They got really high pitched. Yeah, and
yep.
she's like just goofy in this movie. And then it's got what is it? Barbara Streisand, I think, is the main one, the main witch. And then it's just a weird movie that just ticks all. It's like stupid and funny and suspenseful. And the effects are pretty good.
So it ticks all the
like,
boxes that a Halloween movie should have.
Yeah.
But yet,
And it's
I don't
got
know
witches in it. So.
But it is a very popular movie, so I can definitely understand why that's the movie that you picked.
Yeah. You should watch that one. I think it's on Netflix or maybe on
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime now.
I'll give it a check because Chris, I know Krista loves that movie, so I'll probably end up watching it anyways.
Also, I own it,
Yeah, it's a good
so
one.
if you can't find it, I have the actual physical
DVD.
media. Yeah.
Yeah, who has that?
Kicking it old school over here.
Look, if it's not on Amazon Prime, I'm not watching it. If I have to open up a DVD case, it's not worth watching.
Yeah, if it takes me an extra 3 seconds.
It's terrible.
If I can't just scroll past it while looking at 102 movies that I can't decide what I want to watch, it's not worth my time.
Yeah.
Other than I spend 20 minutes searching through movies and finding one that I want to watch.
Yeah. Did we do worst already?
No, we didn't. But you know what? I don't have anything for worst, and here's my worst. Anything with dogs in it.
Anything with dogs, just in general?
Yeah.
Oh,
like Halloween Pals.
Halloween Buddies.
Halloween Buddies. Halloween, the dog that saves Halloween. I hate, more than anything, any movie that you put with a dog and you make it mouth thing. I hate them. Now, do I think that there's an audience for them? Yes. Do I think
literal babies?
do I think there's a reason why they like them? Yes. I'm not 6, so I hate them.
I don't think the 30-somethings in this chat are really the demographic for dog saving any holiday or playing a sport.
No.
Oh look, they're superheroes now. Oh cool. Yeah. Well, then they had those baby ones, baby geniuses or whatever, where they did the same fake mouth movement.
But it was way better because Baby Geniuses was awesome.
Okay.
Watch your tongue.
Is this the mountain is this what we're gonna go with?
No. But Baby Geniuses was awesome. Anyways, your guys' worst Halloween movies?
I don't have one because, like I said, I was never really into watching specifically Halloween movies. So, I don't think I have one.
Do you have the worst horror movie you've ever seen?
My problem is I love bad horror movies. Love.
And worse
Well,
because
it depends on if they're bad because they're good or bad because they're bad.
right.
Or good because they're bad. You know what I mean? You know
And
what
I'm
I'm saying.
trying to think of like, I mean, like I watched the Rob Zombie, was it the Halloween
How-
remake?
House. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Halloween
The
one.
Halloween remake, and it was a little on the like it was a little rough to watch just because it was just very disturbed and disturbing. But
I
I mean,
actually
it
fast
was
forwarded through a whole chunk of that movie.
right. I mean, it was good for what it was, but for me, it was too much. So I mean, something like
Yeah.
that maybe.
So let's put that in your list because of how gruesome and awful some parts are.
Mhm.
You just don't like it, not because it's not a good movie. It just had things that you
It was just yeah,
hate.
It-
Yeah.
disturbed my delicate sensibilities.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah.
your worst.
The fourth Halloween Town. It was trash. I've never watched it all the way through.
Is it?
I
There's a
tried to watch
fourth
it.
Halloween Town.
I didn't know there
is.
was one.
Yeah. There's three of them that are okay. And then the fourth one is just like they switched one of the main actors out and it's just trash. It's a garbage movie.
Mm.
I don't have much to say about it because you guys have never seen any of these movies. But it really is like just it's so awful. It's so awful. It's not like one of those movies where you sit through it and you're watching it and it's like, oh well, I want to see what happens. You watch 20 minutes of it and you get
Done.
angry that it's the continuation of the story and then you just turn it off. This is a garbage movie. Yeah. I'm sure somebody disagrees with me. Maybe there's like people slightly younger than me or no. Yes, younger than me where that's the one that came out when they were a kid and that's their favorite.
And they like
one.
it that much more.
Right.
But I think as an adult who's not the demographic, it's not a good movie.
which is maybe where some of all of these go, but except for Ernest Scared Stupid and Space Invaders, if you haven't seen it, give it a higher rating on Rotten Tomatoes because it
Apparently.
We need to boost that up.
Yeah, boost up Rotten Tomatoes for Space Invaders. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's great. Enjoy it. All right.
Yeah.
So that was it for
Cool.
our favorite Halloween movies. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Watch our other videos. We have a lot that haven't been watched a lot, so watch our other videos.
Get watching.
Yeah, watch all of them.
Ring the bell and watch the other videos.
Thanks, guys. Anyone have a quote?
Bye.
A Halloween quote?
I had a Halloween quote movie, and I don't remember because it's on my phone, and that's what's my webcam. Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.